Hey everyone, this is Carlos Casados with Hypnotherapy Breakthrough, and I thought I'd talk to you today about something that comes up for me often, and that's flying by the seat of your pants. I can't tell you how many times this has come up, where I even did a podcast on it with my buddy Satch for the Authenticity Show, and it's called Flying by the Seat of Your Pants. A lot of times we go about trying to prepare for things, and we have plans within plans within plans, and sometimes it works out great. Sometimes it doesn't. As you know, the famous saying, we make plans and God laughs. But there's another saying that goes, trust in God, but tie your camel down. I think that might be from the Quran, possibly. But anyway, the point is, here I am. I'm walking around in a park in Huntington Beach, California. It's kind of a mix of beautiful and gray. It's like sunny sometimes and gray sometimes. Like it's almost as if the world hasn't figured out what it wants to do today. And there's hope in that underneath, a silver lining in the clouds. See, there's a cloud up there for you. So the hope to me in not knowing sometimes is this spontaneity. I kind of just hit play, or I hit record on the button a moment ago, and I thought, I'm just going to go with this. I don't even know what I'm going to say. And I'm going to make that the lesson, because I'm learning with you as you're listening to this and watching this, that often we do have to fly by the seat of our pants, because life doesn't always give us, and actually very, very infrequently does it give us warning, although we do get warnings. We get signals. Our bodies tell us, for example. My body was telling me that my low back was hurting, and as I was driving home from a friend's place, I thought, I'm going to go walk in the park, because I know for a fact that if I look at my life, and I'm doing a lot of sitting these days, seeing clients and coaching and things like that, and I'm in front of the computer, and that's not really the healthiest thing for my eyes or for my joints. I could do something right now. So I pulled over and just pulled right into the parking lot for this wonderful park, Huntington Park, and I just started walking. And lo and behold, there were these little things I could hang from, bars and stuff like that, and kind of stretch my back a little bit. And now that I've been walking around, I feel better. And you know what? As I was doing that, I ran into a couple who were bird watching, and the guy behind me, he says, how many pull-ups could you do? I said, not many. It's not my strong point. But we started talking about various things, and it evolved into this really nice conversation. I don't think we even knew each other's names, but we had a nice 20-minute talk. And if I had thought to myself, oh, I'll just keep driving, my back pain is just there. It's going to be there, and there's nothing I can do about it. If I had that defeatist attitude, I would not be feeling so good right now. I would not feel the relief in my back that I now feel from walking and lubricating my joints and getting the motion of my SI joint and my low back, moving and circulation moving, relief on the pressure that is in the nerves, impinging and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to encourage you for this, few moments that we're spending together, to embrace what is going on, embrace what is, with a sense of curiosity, what could be, and maybe hope, that things can get better. They can always get better. They can get worse sometimes too, but they can also get better. So if you think about that, and you think about the mind's ability to filter for things, if you're looking for something, you're going to have more of a likelihood of finding it. If you're not looking for something, well, it's going to be pretty hard to find it, unless it smacks you in the face, and even then you might ignore it. You might think it's not real. You might think it's not true. So I'm going to encourage you all to listen, to pay attention. When I say listen, listen to everything. I'm hearing the birds all around me right now. I'm hearing the crunch of my feet as I walk on the dry leaves and the grass. I'm hearing myself speak. But I also have my body, which is speaking to me right now. I can feel that my back feels relieved. I can feel other tension spots that I wasn't thinking of until that very moment. And I'm feeling happy to be sharing something in the moment as we're doing it, as we're experiencing it. I say we because right now when you've clicked on my video, you're watching me. You're here in a sense, time and space being what it is, we're sort of sharing a moment, okay? And what are we creating with this moment? We're creating possibility. I don't know what's involved in your reality, but you do. And I do know that you're a human being, and I know that you have a mind, and that you're watching and you're thinking thoughts. I know this with certainty. And so it's undoubtable that your mind is capable of coming up with ideas and dreams and hopes. So stay present, pay attention, listen, and be ready to seize the opportunity that comes. Because you never know. You never know what good things could come. And there's just so much beauty that can be experienced if you allow yourself to. And you know, there's that whole idea that we have a plan and you need to trust the plan. My buddy Satch on one of our shows said, I think it was with John Morgan, in fact, he mentioned the reverse of that. Sometimes you have to plan to trust. And I love that. It's not just about trusting the plan, it's also about planning to trust. You flip that on its end and you realize that, yes, nothing wrong with making a plan. In fact, it could be a good thing sometimes, but you can never predict what will happen. You can only make predictions, but it's not going to be exactly as you think it is. In NLP training, there's a saying that we are always proceeding with a lack of information. What does that mean? You never know. You're always proceeding where you don't know enough, right? You're stepping into the dark. Every venture that you do, every business idea, every, guy or girl that you ask out, okay? You don't know what's going to happen next. You could get married and even then you don't know what's going to happen next. Have children and you don't know what's going to happen next. It's always proceeding forward because there's the flow of time and our awareness through time. But we can only understand things looking in reverse, right? We understand life in reverse, but we have to walk it forward. I think it might have been Jean-Paul Sartre who said that, possibly. And don't quote me on that. But point is, we can learn a lot from what we do, so don't be afraid. Just embrace it. And at the times when you don't know what you're going to do, maybe that's a good time to take a deep breath and just step forward, maybe even in the dark, maybe even with both feet. Jump in and just see what happens. Yeah, that's what I'd like to share today. Thanks for listening. Please click subscribe if you want to hear more. I'd love to share with you. And when I say with you, I mean feel free to share something from yourself. Anything. Ideas, thoughts, encouragement. I don't mind encouragement. And if you have something to offer, you know what? If it's interesting to me, if I feel called to, I may just incorporate it into my video next time. But either way, I'll try to respond to everybody. Take care. Thanks again for clicking on this video. Like it if you like it. And Carlos Casados here with Hypnotherapy Breakthrough. Have an awesome day.